Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin has arrived in the North Korean capital, Pyongyang, to meet leader Kim Jong Un. It's a rare visit to the isolated nation by a head of state. Putin is believed to be seeking more munitions for his war against Ukraine. For Kim, it's a chance to cultivate a powerful ally against the US and South Korea.
The Russian president is in North Korea after 24 years. A visit that reflects North Korea's growing strategic importance for Russia. North Korea is believed to be providing badly needed weapons for Russia's war in Ukraine, a motivation for Putin to keep the country close. Pyongyang is also embracing the Russian leader with open arms, as Putin expands cooperation with a leader who faces isolation from the West. Russia and North Korea deny trading arms, which is banned under United Nations sanctions. But Western officials claim in return for weapons, Moscow is delivering technology for North Korean missile and nuclear programs, a situation that is ringing alarm bells in the West.
Putin's visits to North Korea demonstrates and confirms the very close alignment between Russia and authoritarian states like North Korea, but also China and Iran. And this also demonstrates that our security is not regional, it's global. What happens in Europe matters for Asia, and what happens in Asia matters for us.
Russia try in desperation to develop and to strengthen relations with countries that can provide it with what it needs to continue the war of aggression that it started against Ukraine. North Korea is providing significant munitions to Russia.
But it's a criticism that Moscow ignores.
We believe that our right to develop good relations with our neighbours should not be a concern to anyone, and it cannot and should not be challenged by anyone.
Pyongyang and Moscow were Cold War allies. The relationship deteriorated after the disintegration of the Soviet Union. But Western isolation has brought them close again. Russia because of its war in Ukraine, and North Korea because of its ambitious nuclear weapons program. That's making many Western powers extremely anxious.
And we're now joined by Henry Haggett, a former senior State Department official who lived in South Korea for more than 10 years and also went on several diplomatic missions to North Korea. Henry, Kim Jong Un receives a prominent guest. Will he emerge stronger from this meeting?
I mean, Kim will definitely get a boost for having this visit. This is a big deal for him. It shows, and he's really looking to leverage all the aid that he's given to Russia. But I think the more important part of this visit is a clear choice by Putin to institutionalize his international isolation, to institutionalize his choice to partner with pariah nations like North Korea.
Now, what is Kim hoping to get out of this deepening ties with Putin?
He's really looking to maximize and standardize aid in response or in exchange for the munitions that he has provided. He's looking for food aid, energy aid, and support for his satellite programs and otherwise. He's looking to, as he institutionalizes this relationship with Russia, he can look to avoid over-reliance with China in the coming years, and it really can and hope to boost his domestic standing by having a major, quote-unquote, major power like Russia coming and being shown to be a partner.
Now, Putin has praised Pyongyang's support of its war in Ukraine. What kind of support has Moscow received from Pyongyang so far? Is it very important for the war effort?
It is significant. As you've seen in the press reports, they've talked of hundreds of thousands of metric tons of munitions and related materiel. This is critical for both on artillery and ballistic missiles. It's critical for Russia to continue its illegal and barbaric war in Ukraine. So North Korea knows how critical its support is and is really Kim is going to be looking to maximize its return on that investment. So I expect that Kim will pledge further aid because there are millions and millions of artillery rounds in North Korea. So I expect he will pledge more of that, and he will look to maximize, but more than maximize, look to institutionalize this aid so he can have a clear partner in Russia, clear source of aid over the coming years that will, again, as I said, help balance and avoid an over-reliance on China, and especially on South Korea or the West.
Now, this sounds increasingly like this could be a partnership on eye level.
Sorry, between Putin and Kim?
Yes.
Sure, yeah, I think that's exactly right. They're looking to sign, as opposed to just having informal or ad hoc meetings, a train meeting here, a phone call there. They're really hoping, I'm sure that Kim is looking very much forward to the types of treaties on trade, space, technology, military, to come out of this in a much stronger position and a much more formal position. And again, all of that just underscores Russia's clear choice to turn away from the international system. And these two partners, while they're trading in this summit, they're trading technology and weapons in order to wage an illegal war and in order to destabilize and threaten its neighbors in North Korea. While that's happening, you look across the 38th parallel, and South Korea working with Japan, the United States, other allies and partners to increase and advance security and prosperity. So it's really, really a stark contrast that this summit lays out.
Now, you mentioned that Kim is keen to reduce his reliance on China. What's China's position to this?
So I'm again, speculation here, but I expect that China is, holding its nose, and it doesn't have a veto, as it were. But I assume that they are looking at this with their usual kind of not disdain, but they're not really always a fan of what Pyongyang is up to. The Pyongyang-Beijing partnership is a tricky one, and I think this will make it even trickier.
Henry Hager, the former senior State Department official. Thank you very much.
Thank you.